Alright, um, good evening, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Today, today is actually Sunday evening. But anyway, the point is that this is going to be a twin flame, um, and we have divine masculine and we have divine feminine, which means a man and woman. Okay. Now, before I do this reading for you, is you might be hearing me having a small cough because it's just an eyeball cough, which means I'm just getting over a flu. Okay, nothing serious. Anyway, so today, as we speak, that I'm going to tell you what's happening between divine masculine, that means the guy, and divine feminine is the woman. And there's going to be the signs that I'm going to tell you. And I do have my piece of paper with me so I can tell you what it is. And this is based on a good story to, a good reading to tell you. Okay. But it goes to show you about what relationships can do with others, and it can be good or it can be not so good. But we don't want to get that too long down the road, if you know what I'm saying. So, without further ado, I'll take a sip of my tea. I'm going to teach you or tell you about this reading here, okay? So, without further ado, I'm going to tell you in my words of paper, and this is basically the twin flame of air and fire. So this is going to be Leo on one side and Gemini on the other. If you're born on Leo, July 22nd, this is for you. And if you're Gemini and you are born on May 21st, this is for you as well. So we are going to I'm going to tell you about it. So I'm just going to put this back, and then we will read. So here we go. I'm going to start with the masculine, which means the guy, and we're going to reveal the cards. Okay, and then I'm going to reveal this card. What does it say? So we have this, and we have this. So we have the Strength card. We have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Ten of Cups. So they could be all upright to you, but one of them is not. So basically this, Pentacles, and we have this is reverse as well. This could be upright or not. But I'm gonna say the Strength card as well. Okay, so based on this history there, before we get to the woman part over here, Leo has the Page of Pentacles upright ever since winter. Okay, and what that means by that is in this is where this is what it is. It's actually, well, reverse Ten of Cups is based on, it says, so what's the problem? It says reverse the Ten of Cups is seeking out better relationships with others. Okay, so basically you could have a bad relationship with somebody, or the relationship isn't going your right way. It's probably leading you into the wrong direction. It's kind of like you are going to the west side, but you're going towards the east side, right? You're going that way. So you have to balance it, which way to go. Okay, it's like following the yellow brick road. It's like if you go north, you're going north. If you're going south, you're going south. If you're going east, you're going east, or you're going west. But if you came from the west, you're going towards the east, right? So, you know, there's an old saying: 2 wrongs does not make a right. Okay, and those are for Leos. Okay, I'm not trying to bother you or tempt you for saying, why does he said that? What I mean is by that is where relationships, seeking out better relationships with others, okay, like a friendship, a relationship with somebody, whatever it is, okay, but exactly what I'm saying, okay, 2 wrongs does not make a right. You need to balance the relationship, right? You need to balance it. Don't make it a wrong temptation and saying, what the heck am I going to do? No, you have to start from the top, or no, work from the bottom and work your way up, which means the top. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, so what I mean is by that is where you're basically doing that. Okay, now the further ado is so your numerology number is 9. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, so now it says, so based on reality that Leo in the masculine is fire energy. Now of course he doesn't want to mess with, okay, if you're dealing with Gemini, the woman, okay, the masculine Leo would have a spiritual animal, and this is basically a dolphin card. Okay, it says cooperate with others. Okay, and what it means by that is where you have to cooperate with others, right? And if you're involving somebody in a relationship with somebody, cooperate with others. Okay, it does say in this, it says masculine is playing a game. So basically you are playing a game with somebody that is involved with a relationship. And if you're actually expressing to somebody, you're saying, you want me, and come and get me. Which means that you're actually attempting somebody to come and get you, or you are having some kind of temptation of a attention go-getter. What I'm saying is where because when you say you want me and come and get me, what means is that you're actually having that some kind of type of attitude is where you're actually switching your energy. Not going to say a bully energy, but some type of that. Okay? And this is based on what it is. Okay? Like I say, it's not all fun and games here. It's not. It's not. But that's what it is. Right? Because, like I said before, seeking out better relationships with others. Right? You're seeking out with that. You're seeking out. Like I say, if you go to the west, you're coming from the west. But go to the east. Right? Right? So you have to cooperate with others. And that's what it is. Okay? Now, that's what it is in this one. So I'm just going to put the cards here so you can see them. And this is how I'm going to impose what the sentiment is, which means the lady, okay, of what's happening here. So while I'm trying to do this as a good cooperation, excuse me, I need to take a sip of my tea. So anyway, what I'm saying is that's what Leo is going to do. Right? Now, the woman's side has the Empress, the reverse Empress. That's what I'm going to say. So basically, upright to you, but reverse to me. Then we have the Lovers. That's upright to me and reverse to you. And I'm going to explain this last. So, reverse Empress, what it means is reaffirm your beauty. Okay? Reaffirm that. Which means is that, in my point of view, thank you. So now you can see me now. Excuse me. In your point of view is reaffirm your beauty, which means when you go from the east, you're going towards the west. Okay? Leo is going through from the west and going towards the east, which means you're going to meet up right into the middle. Okay? Because if you're being in the middle, kind of like walking through that yellow brick road in the Wizard of Oz, when you're coming from the forest, you're going from the east and going towards the west, going this way, right? And Leo is going from Kansas City, going from the west and going to the east, towards where the forest is. So based on, if you look at that, and you're in the middle, and there's a scarecrow in the cornfield, is where you're trying to meet up into a good relationship. Okay, that's what it is, right? And what I'm trying to say is, when you're trying to look at this in a good point of view, you're looking at things in a different way, right? You're actually based on a woman point of view is where you're actually flirting with Leo. Okay, you don't know that in fact, but you will. Okay, and I'm going to read you this next paragraph in my second half of my paper. Okay, to explain about this relationship. Okay? So I'm very good at this, okay? I'm actually learning about your guys' energies, okay? So what it means is that you're trying to figure it out, right? So think of it. Think of it as the way what I'm trying to explain to you. If it makes sense to you, okay? So I'm going to put the camera down a little bit so you can see the next card, okay? So what I mean is where the last card I'm going to say to you is, well, what it means is, in other words, is notice the little things. And you are based on a ladybug, okay? And what that means is that notice the little things is where the phenomenon is an air energy. And of course, she wants to flirt and mess with, which means the air energy that you have, plus the fire energy that guy has. If you have air and fire go together, the fire will be an explosion, will burst, and go like a flamingo flapping its wings. What I mean is by that is where when you have air and fire, the air pushes everything else around, and the fire is, well, it warms things up. But if you add that together, it's like a blow torch, okay? And so that could be a kaboom, and you don't want that. So based on the fact is that the phenomenon is saying in your words, as you are being a female, as a woman, which means to me is, you're such a sweetheart. That means a lot. It is making my face expression to like you. And so what that means is that the woman who is Gemini is trying to flirt with Leo. And Leo is saying, back off, leave me alone. But it's not working out, right? You're not compelling with each other. You have to look at things in a different way. Like I say, think about the positive, right? You're going through a positive relationship. If you have a negative relationship, it's going to go bad, right? Don't. But this is how my first twin flame is. I never did one, but this is kind of cool and neat, right? And it's good that you can see my face that you did earlier on. So, what it means is that you don't want to go overboard. You don't. Because if you do that, well, you can see my face again. You don't want to go overboard. And if you go overboard again, which means is that the angel of 14 number, that is the angel of time, is standing in front of the gates to the underworld. We know his name. We know that he is the opposite of Jesus Christ. Okay? And he's the evil spirit. And that's why all angels are trying to follow him. Okay? What I mean is that his name is Lucifer. Okay? Is where you're actually trying to make your life more happy. Believe in yourself to do this relationship. Believe. Take it take it into different spots. Take it as a method to understand this twin flame. Think about this as a good, natural expective to do this, okay? Because if we look at the masculine, right, this is the dolphin. And the dolphin card is cooperate with others, okay? You have to cooperate, okay? You have to cooperate. And if you cooperate, you're actually cooperating, right? And that's what the masculine is. For the woman's point of view, is to notice the little things, right? You're the ladybug, and you have to notice little things. You have to, because based on that, as a good way of putting this, is where you're trying to move things progressing. It's like the pandemic, okay? Everyone doesn't want to hear it, but I'm going to try to persuade that persuasion. If everything is moving slowly, and everything is moving time, week, month, and a year, okay? Everything's moving slowly, which means we can have a vaccine in the next year, okay? Everyone's trying to promise him with that. But see, if everything is going too fast, excuse me, is where if we have everything that's going fast, which means when the cases go up and everything else is being a disaster and everything else, you have to cooperate with others. You have to notice the little things, right? You have to put that into perspective. I always try to say that to my viewers, and I'm not going to say my colleagues, but my friends as well. So if you look at things in a different point of view, you're looking at things into a good way. If you're thinking about the things in a negative way, then I can't help you with that. You have to base on the positive, right? You have to think of protons and neutrons, like in science, right? If you have a proton, that is the positive. If you have a neutron, that's a negative, right? If you have a proton plus a neutron, it would be a neutron, right? It would be a negative. If you have a positive, is a proton plus a negative equals a positive proton. If you understand what I'm saying about that, right? But based on the fact of this twin flame that I'm working on, it's my first time doing this, is where you're trying to put things into a light perspective. Don't go overboard and saying, what the heck am I going to do? No. Move with the flow, right? What goes around comes around, okay? That's an old saying. But you have to progress. You have to move things forward in life, right? You have to seeking out better relationships with others. If you don't like that person, go to the next one, right? There's always something to do, rather than doing nothing in life, right? But you have to understand that, wait, okay. And when I look at the paper down here, Angel of Time is standing in front of the gates to the underworld. Alright? Don't go by that direction. Think about who's up above us. Right? Go through that direction. If it came from the west, go to the north, go to the south, but don't go to the east. But if you go to the east, you're working your way through. to get to Emerald City and with your boss. Alright? Those are the things. Right? So you have to figure out and model yourself in creative person. Right? Define that. Right? Before I'm done this video, this twin flame, what I'm saying is before. Think about better relationships. Think about creating that lasting relationship. Think about if you're going from the west, go to the east. If you came from the east, go to the west. Right? But you have to be into the middle. You have to be into the middle. Thank you for watching. Bye.